Can you hear me? Am I good? Hello? Okay, good. As long as you all can see me. So, we will be reacting to Deity live. Now, I have not watched this video yet. Yeah. I do remember my little interaction with him. However, I don't know exactly what was happening on that stream. I was informed that he invited me on. So, I, did what I could to get invited. So, let us see. Now, of course, we are here to laugh at the lolcow. Okay, we do not cow tip. Okay, there will be no harassing, no looking into personal details, putting anyone in danger, God forbid. We will merely be laughing at what he does publicly, as I feel that there is much potential into this. Now, I know what some people are going to say. There was a treaty! You're breaking it! No, Deity slowly chipped away at it until it eventually collapsed. You see, we had a understanding, I thought, that we weren't going to talk about each other. Then he goes and makes snide remarks about globalists and everything else. Which, yeah. Let's not pretend that I was the one who did it. Now, I'm ready to begin. Three, two, one.
My best interest, and that was what was in the best interest of my channel, and I make no bones about that. Okay, well then this person takes it upon themselves to create video after video after video about how I'm so horrible because I didn't want to be associated with them.
Shout out to Roger Brown.
Come on. Thank you so much, Stacy. It's fine. Thank you for being here. As time went on, it became a sort of inside joke with me, my sister, some of the moderators, some other content creators. It was just like a funny little thing. And I know that sounds mean, but it's like, that's just human nature to react to someone who's so full of vitriol and bile. You react to them by laughing.
Absolutely, I agree.
Making a joke.
Absolutely.
So it was nothing serious. I would never say this person's name. But as time went on, this individual started putting their face in my business on sock accounts, which there is one that does take part in my live stream that I know is this individual.
No, I don't know who.
And I barely ever respond to whatever.
I've never been in there under any sock accounts.
But they kept putting their face
Alex
in my
Tinfoil
business,
Hat
like the
Jones,
thing,
which was
things like that, making video after.
Which was a thing I used for the Regina interview, just to talk to him. Now, as that live stream was going on, actually, everyone was talking about Kai's gender or something about Chris Hansen's lawyer. I felt so bad for him. I threw him a life preserver, and he actually used some of my questions. Poor guy was struggling. And that was after he banned me. So, I don't know what to say on that front. Alright, let us continue.
Video about me, and of course as time went on and my channel grew and I took wind of RSN and him being a predator, that whole community, the RSN community, you know, the people who support predators online, they started making videos about me. So then this Amber Lynn troll and her community linked up with RSN's community, and now these people are all making videos about me. But what is so curious is these people were so quick to call out Amber Lynn Reed for apparently giving a false statement in regards to the abuse that she never ever went through at the hands of Casey. They made video.
Also, I don't know if this person wants to be outed or not, but Darth Vader provided me this footage. And if you say anything about the respirator noises, you are an ableist piece of filth. So keep on your best behavior about that.
After video about that. They made video after video about the Reddit anime that Casey did. And yet, here you are linking up with someone who is a known predator. Here you are linking up with someone who is peddling bullshit story after bullshit story to discredit his victims. So it's like, in these people's haste to demonize me and discredit me, they don't even take a look at the people that they are aligning themselves with. Like, no matter who I hate, no matter who I'm disgusted by, I would never, ever align myself with a predator. With someone who has victimized people online.
No, I would never go on RS.
That goes against every fiber
I was actually kind of surprised he did.
And yet, in your haste to hate on me, you and your friends are now supporting
I frankly
this
don't really
rapist.
care about all that aspects of it.
And then it's like, not only do I have RSN in this Amber Lynn community or whatever bullshitting with me or what have you, I have the former moderators who are desperately hanging on to what occurred, validly occurred, because I don't apologize for removing them or hiding them. I have them jumping on the bandwagon. So it's just bullshit. But I'll tell you what, I don't know about you all,
Pretty big bandwagon.
but I have nothing in me that says, yeah, I'm going to listen to what this person is saying when I know that they are sympathizing with a predator. But like I always say, you guys watch whatever you want to watch and you make whatever decision you want to make. You come to whatever conclusion you want to come to. I don't care. It's just, I'm coming on here and I am explaining my perspective. Also, my hair looks stupid because I just got out of the shower.
Fuck my life.
And I've been thinking about why all of this has come about.
Throughout a small amount.
And I don't want to sound entitled. I don't want to sound...
I was too lazy to edit it out. I didn't want to...
like I'm discounting
make Darth Vader angry.
How grateful I am for everyone who has stuck by me. I don't want to discount how grateful I am for everyone who is supporting me and who is subscribed to me. But I firmly believe that this has come about due to Magic Wand, exonerate him, and then people will start flocking to his channel and he'll start getting more than 1,000 views here and there. You know, but I can't do that. I cannot build anything for you all. You have to build for yourself. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. I just tuned in to see you super stressed. That won't do. Wow. Guess I'll have to super chat until you smile.
I have yet to get to me. I don't think that
she said
to me.
Can't wait for the video to come out. And I know that was sarcasm, but I really do believe that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping that I'll make a video boosting up their little bitty channels for attacking me, and that's not going to happen.
I wish you would do that.
And the thing of it is I mention creators all the time organically because I don't feel like I'm at the pinnacle of my YouTube career. I don't feel like I'm just balling because I'm not. I'm poor. I live in a trailer with an oven that doesn't work, a dryer and a washer that doesn't halfway work. You know, I don't have central air and fucking heat anymore. I'm not balling.
I know that struggle.
I'm not. Wonderful and really nice to see. It definitely is. Thank you so much, Susie L. Thank you. I love each and every one of you guys. Like I said, it has never been my goal to come on here and fight and fuss and hide and block every single person. That is not my goal. However, I will not apologize for putting my foot down when I am starting to feel as if you were imposing upon me. I'm not going to do it. You know, I fucking do it. So I came on to sort of set the record and discuss this with you all, and we'll get into more in just a second. I got to see who the fuck is calling.
All right. I'm a control freak. I wouldn't let something like that ever happen on one of my... But I'll give him a pass.
Thank you, Michelle. But yeah, I will be saying names. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Whoa, that's like a 180. Jesus.
So obvious. So I promoted them up to moderators because when you start streaming, you need moderators. That's just how. Thank you, Michelle. Like last night, I was legit so angry that I didn't even care who I was hurting by proxy, because of their proximity to me or what have you. I literally didn't even care because I was so fucking enraged. I was furious. But yeah, I will be saying
I'm not
names.
the one.
Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
The filmer.
So obviously, throughout the course of the time that I've spent on YouTube, I gained 1,000 subscribers shortly after joining, like a month after joining or two, I can't remember. And there were always people that were participating in my live streams when I started streaming. And I genuinely enjoyed the company of these people. I cared for these people. I came to know these people, I thought. So I promoted them up to moderators because when you start streaming, you need moderators. That's just how it is.
Yes,
I don't know if I made the mistake of getting too close to these people or if I gave them the inclination that I'm a pushover. And
yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, you definitely need to take a step back and realize that the internet cannot become your life. That's pretty bad. Definitely. And I'm also going to read some chat. Well, hello everyone who is here. And no, I do not believe he is a reptilian friendly neighborhood Cthulhu. And no, he is not a big channel by any stretch of the imagination. He is, like Z-list, like less than Z-list. I'm not even on the list. So, it is what it is. Let us continue. Oh, hi, Pleasure Mix. Oh, hello, Verily Veronica. Oh, hello, Denise. Alright. Oh, hello, KCK. Hello, Gene. Alright. Let us resume.
Can do whatever they want.
It's a long video.
I don't know what the problem is. These people, it got to a point at which they were very
If you have proof he is a reptilian, I'll
they
be
got to the point at which they were very, no, this isn't the way you do
like
it.
I said,
This
Deity
is the
is not
way
a
you do it.
globalist, and I'll have to
I'm
make sure I
specifically
point to that
talking
later
about
on.
CTASMR, some other woman named Karen, and
As far as I'm
some
aware, he's
other
not a
person named
globalist. I have no
Professor
proof of
Winter.
that.
I don't give a fuck about saying names
I
anymore.
usually have a pretty
Y'all
good
want to pressure me like this? We'll talk. So it got to a point at which these individuals were in every single live stream, and they were constantly, Deity, can you tell everybody in the chat to go watch my video? Can you tell everybody that I just posted this? Can you tell everybody that I'm streaming now? Hey, just wanted to super chat $1 and let you all know that I'm streaming right now. I'm hijacking the stream.
People
Come over and
advertise
watch
that
this.
they pay
Deity,
money.
can you watch my video on stream and let me know what you think? Can you show everybody this? Can you ask everybody to subscribe to me? Can you tell everybody that I just posted a video? Can you tell everybody this? No, girl. So it got to a point at which when I was ignoring CTASMR, Karen jumped in and started posting, hey, CT wants to know what you think about this video. Hey, CT wants to know if you can tell people to subscribe to them. CT wants to know. Okay, and then when I was ignoring Karen, Professor Winter got in on it. Okay. So I was observing the chat.
About people,
CT and Karen specifically were moderators. I was observing the chat, and there was a larger YouTuber, larger than me.
I don't know why he's
coming into my live stream, which I don't understand that. If you're larger than me, don't you have your own people to go and fuck with? And he was coming into my live stream, and he was saying these antagonistic, homophobic, and transphobic things that I did not appreciate. But I let it slide specifically because of the fact that these people enjoyed his presence. So I got to the point in which I was ignoring them, even their super chats. I was just ignoring them because, quite frankly, while I appreciate the donation, when you are abusing it to the point at which you are trying to pull attention away from here to there, like, it's stupid. But that's how I was seeing it. I don't need it at that point. Keep it. Go. You know? So I was ignoring it. And this other bigger YouTuber was in the stream talking shit all the time. And it got to the point at which I knew what he was doing. He was trying to antagonize me into giving him a response. And I was watching them. And instead of hiding him for what he was saying, I guess because of the clout associated with him for being a bigger YouTuber, which there's not much because he don't get views, y'all.
Hello, Muse.
They were eating his ass and they were saying, you know, you're so funny, blah, blah, blah. So finally, I got sick of it. After about 3 or 4 days, I got sick of it. And if JB was here, she has all the damn screen. Okay? But before that, that's when all of the Amber Lynn shit started, because I was doing Amber Lynn Reed commentary and I got close to this person who at the time was called the Peanut Gallery or whatever. And I know she's fucking thrilled because I just said her ratchet ass name.
Again, I don't know.
But I was close to her.
To me,
and
but I like the name, the Peanut Gallery.
Due to being close to her, I guess
that's either a horrible person
her people
or a
started coming over to my page, my channel, what have you, which is fine.
Like
watch it if that's what you want to do. Specifically, the loudest one was like Roger Brown or some shit. And I quickly took notice of the fact that Roger Brown is someone who had been on YouTube for quite some time. And he was trying to claim that he was friends with a guy who was friends with Ricky. So therefore, he had all the tea on Amber Lynn. And so I also noticed, because I be spying on that Reddit, y'all, every time he would say something, the Peanut Gallery would take it as being fact, and she would go and say it on Reddit. Hey, I'm friends with a guy who knows Ricky, and this is what is going on with Amber Lynn. And everybody on Reddit was so quick to discount it. And guess what? It was all proven false. This is someone who was trying to monetize the fact that he lives in Kentucky, because that's where Ricky, Eric, and Amber Lynn and Becky live. That's it. Okay. Well, as time went on, I realized this person's content was becoming so toxic, so vulgar. This person was saying the most gut-wrenching things about Amber Lynn Reed. And okay, look, like I said, if you are enough to report your fucking channel, I don't. But anyway, so she was going back and forth, pointing fingers. So-and-so did that. So-and-so did that. It was Chantel. It was Deity. It was this troll. It was that. They have no idea what's going on. And YouTube took the channel down and said that The content they were creating was vulgar and it was inciting violence. I kind of agree with you two. That is why when you came over to my channel and was posting on several videos, come and follow me at this new channel, YouTube deleted me, fight censorship, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. I was like, no, girl. Especially because I was going through the monetization process and I did not want YouTube to think that I was helping someone that was literally
I don't know who's accusing him of sexual harassment.
So I hid off seeing Roger really Brown in my live streams. I was just sick of it, so I just hid him. No fanfare, no words, I just hid him. So now Roger Brown, the Peanut Gallery, and all these other bitches
I don't believe
are sucking RSN off and saying the most heinous things about me, and that's fine. That's fine. But I want you to know, you're so quick to pick apart Amberlynn Reed and her character in your videos. Maybe you should do a little digging into the person that you are now supporting. Maybe you should, sis. Because it ain't a good look.
No scuffle.
It ain't a good look. You know, as time went on, I was talking more about this Onision thing. You guys kept telling me real stream news, and I would never look into it because for some reason in my head, I was associating that screen name to Keemstar, and I know I don't give a fuck about Keemstar. So I was like, whatever. And then one day, a video was in my recommended list, and it was about him and the things that he had done. He has provided ample evidence on his own channel that speaks to the fact that he is a scumbag, he is a thief, and he feels entitled to the bodies and money and everything else of other individuals. All it takes is a single dog to
he's a scumbag. Toy, and so you know you've got them about
people aren't willing to see it for some reason. And I know it's a select few people. So, you know, unfortunately what we're seeing now is someone who was a fan of his, someone who was a community member of his, has been alienated because they've been not assaulted, what is it? Robbed, essentially, because they loaned him a substantial sum of money. He agreed to pay it back, made one payment, and then stopped paying. So what we are seeing is a person who was close with him, who gave him the benefit of the doubt, has been victimized. And surely, one by one, that is what is going to take place. So I'm no longer concerned with trying to change these bitches' mind. I don't care. What I am doing now is voicing everything that has happened. Lately, with the former moderator, Trisha, or whatever, you know, you guys saw her up in my live streams. You saw her in the live stream chats. You know, I cared about her. I'm not even going to lie and say that I didn't. I cared about her in the same way that I care about each and every one of these moderators because I have come to know them.
Okay, interesting.
Loaned him a substantial sum of money. He agreed. You know, you guys saw her up in my live streams. You saw her in the live stream chats. You know, I cared about her. I'm not even going to lie and say that I loaned him a substantial sum of money.
Motivator, I think
he agreed to pay it back, made one payment, and then stopped paying.
Harvard or
so
something.
what we are seeing is a person who was close with him, who gave him the benefit of the doubt, has been victimized. And surely, one by one, that is what is going to take place. So I'm no longer concerned with trying to change these bitches' mind. I don't care. What I am doing now is voicing everything that has happened. Lately, with the former moderator, Trisha, or whatever, you know, you guys saw her up in my live streams. You saw her in the live stream chats. You know, I cared about her. I'm not even going to lie and say that I didn't. I cared about her in the same way that I care about each and every one of these moderators because I have come to know them. I care about them. But she didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It came to a point in which she was making off-color remarks about Saturnia in the mod chat because Saturnia was apparently Indian, just judging solely from the appearance she had in the picture that she had on Twitter. Okay, so she made that remark, and Ryder said, that's insensitive to people of Indian descent. Can we not? That's all that was said. And she flipped her shit. So I put out that fire. It got to a point at which she was talking about the sex work she does, which is fine because I have no issue with that. But it got to a point at which she was trying to pressure Laurel into doing the same thing. She was literally insistent on that.
Well, hold on for a second. Two things. First off, Cthulhu, I was under the impression that the lizards could just eat people in general. I thought the whole idea that they eat children was more of a delicacy type thing, like veal. Tell you what the hell was that part? Huh? Where you need to you can't just say that. You need to show some sort of proof. Trying to rope someone into the sex work. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's is there some screenshots coming along? Something? What the fuck? Moving on. Oh yeah, I agree. There's lots of layers to this. I just cannot even understand anything. I'm trying to catch up with chat. Hold on. It's hard to keep up with chat. I actually, this is the first time watching this. I wanted to get my genuine reactions. Oh, hello. Speaking of the devil, Trisha. Welcome. Welcome. Alright. Welcome, Trisha. Alright. Take a moment to rehydrate ourselves. And then we will continue. Surely it can't get much worse. We're like 15 minutes in, and I feel like I've been watching this for like 45 minutes, to be honest with you.
You know, that's fine if that's what Laurel wants to do or anyone else wants to do, but don't pressure someone into it. And like, there were a whole bunch of things that were not added. There was a whole bunch of this person going between messages with screenshots. This person did this person did that, this person's a bully, trying to inflame everybody, specifically against Michelle D and myself. And so it got to a point I was fielding messages from every single moderator about how they were no longer comfortable in continuing on as a moderator while Trisha was there. And it hurt me a lot to make the decision, but I banned her. I did. But specifically in the message that I sent her, let me find it.
I know, Trisha. I saw it making the rounds on Twitter again.
This is a long message, but this is what I sent her because I wanted to make it clear how I felt. I said, hey, Trisha, I will be removing you as a moderator, as well as removing you from the moderator chat. However, this does not have to be a permanent thing. I'm not doing this to you, but rather for you, because she needed some work.
That is still condescending in every way. He's reading the message that he sent her that I read out on my video. I still find that part. I'm not doing this to you. I'm doing this for you. That is still very.
I want you to take a step back and take a break. I think that, excuse me, it has become an environment that is toxic due to all of the drama going on in the outside world of YouTube, and some of that has gotten into our community as well. Thank you so much, whoever you are. I'll look in a minute. And some of that has gotten into our community as well. I want you to have the time to think over things and to come back later with a fresh perspective. No one will talk about you while you were gone, because ultimately that would say more about their character than yours, and I won't allow it. And for the longest time, I didn't allow it. I didn't. But it got to a point in which she was causing so many problems for us that fuck it, you know? So that's not what we're about. We are not going to talk about or make fun of any one of us. This is, in my mind, supposed to be a group of friends. It was. There should be open communication. I want people to be able to tell you when you've overstepped or when you make them uncomfortable. I want you to be able to apologize and to move on and to adjust your behavior accordingly. Because she never took accountability. She always blamed other people. Not just you, but everyone. I will make a similar announcement to them as well. It has gotten to a point at which the infighting is wearing me down emotionally, and it hurts me to see, because as I have stated many times, and I don't know how I can make it any more clear than this, I care for every one of you respectively. So this isn't as simple as chucking someone out or chucking someone to the side. This is hard, and it's something I've spent a lot of time agonizing over. People are saying they are no longer comfortable continuing as a moderator or continuing on as being a member of the mod chat because you rub them the wrong way. It's as simple as personalities clashing, and as simple as you having made statements or said things that triggered them specifically.
That's fine. He's got to
unfortunately, I have to take that into consideration. Please know that this is not being done to you. This is for you. I want you to be able to come back in a few days or a few weeks' time, refreshed with a renewed attitude and with a new stance on dealing with these people. I want you to be able to take accountability for your actions and to simply own up to them and say sorry. Insofar as accidentally kicking Ryder and Jess from the mod chat goes, rather than reacting the way that you did when you were approached by Michelle, it would have been best to simply say, yeah, I did that, but it was an accident. I just wanted to no longer see their messages specifically. That's all that you would have had to have done, and it would have been fine. So just take some time and consider how you could best handle situations in the future. The truth is always best. Be unapologetically you while being mindful of other people. Simply meaning, own your mistakes, tell the truth, apologize when necessary, and drop petty arguments when necessary. Be the bigger person, and if upon returning something comes up in the mod chat, simply disengage and contact me. I don't want you to have bad feelings for myself or for any of the other moderators. Just take some time. I would love for you to continue participating as a member of our community, and I would love for you to be able to come back in the future. Read all of them because it's more or less her pointing fingers and lying the way she always does and always had. And ultimately, that is why it came to a point at which she had to be removed, because she was just pointing fingers at all the other moderators and never wanted to take accountability for what she was doing or saying directly.
It's just ridiculous. He's got to stop with that. I hope he has. I hope he's learned his lesson with that. That's ridiculous. I don't know.
And instead of taking that time and coming back and saying, okay, I can take accountability for my actions, she goes and I guess huddles up and parties with RSN and that other old lady who's friends with the Holly one and all these other toxic people that she was waging war against, essentially saying they're predators and they're bad. But the moment that you're not allowed here, you throw all of your morals to the side and go and huddle up with predators. So that just tells me that you are not someone that has strong moral convictions. That's what it is. I also don't understand why you did all of this, because I made it abundantly clear that I did care about you as a friend and that I did want you to come back. So I don't understand why you did all of this at all. At all. And this, guys, is only the surface details. It goes so deep. Like, I have every message that she has ever sent every moderator, and there are so many finger pointings, there are so many lies, there are so many instances in which she is using people's mental health issues against them to her advantage. It's really sick. It's sick.
Oh, wow. Lots of accusations. I don't know. I just hope that my channel never becomes like that. Jesus.
Of you. So thanks for kissing my ass. But I don't care about the parody accounts. I don't.
Oh, I
care about.
I want to speak on the parody accounts. People have asked me, sent me messages. Are you running the parody accounts? I don't have time to run a fucking parody account. However, I do approve of the parody accounts. I find them hilarious. And if any parody account wants to follow me, I will follow you back. Most definitely. Yeah. Some of the parody accounts have actually gotten me in trouble with people, because God forbid you follow a parody account about them. So anyway.
Who has made it blatantly obvious that he's off his medication, and he is stepping over personal boundaries into my personal private life with information that this Trisha person provided him. That's what the fuck I care about. You know, and I know mental health issues, yada, 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 baby him and care about him. I can't do that. I can't do that. You're an adult and you should be responsible enough to not put other people in danger. You should be responsible enough to not put yourself in danger. And if you don't have that amount of responsibility, you have no business being online.
Finally. Let's do it. He's walking away. Quit walking away.
And what's so funny is that these people think they can trust each other. Meanwhile, the entire time, every one of them is funneling shit to me that the other has said. So it's like, dude, you think you can trust Trisha? Bitch, I thought I could trust Trisha too, but she's a snake. You're a snake too. So it's like, what's up? Y'all want to criticize me so heavily, but you want to make sure that I see what the other one has said about me, or I see the information the other one has shared.
Even if that's true, I didn't say anything inflammatory.
What is going on? Hogan, I never said that all people on medications react the same way. I'm on medications myself.
Oh, by the way,
what I said is that I can't let this person
that was a leaked conversation.
I
didn't even mention that I don't take medication, shit like that.
And you think that you can't, that you're not supposed to take responsibility of that because you want to throw up the fact that you're not taking your meds.
One day in the future, that was something I was thinking about. Having it leaked out like that was, I don't know, a little rude. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He talks to me. I don't know, something like that. Either way,
about me that
it's kind of
could put me in danger or put the safety of other people online at risk. They weren't. They were just, bitter little Bettys making shit-ass videos, and that's what they do. So commentary is no problem.
Well, good.
It's the people like this person who's dealing with mental illness putting out private information that I take issue with so strongly.
And
that is what led to this.
Mr. D.
Because, I'm not going to sit here and ignore it. That's probably the best option, but I can't. I want people to know what is going on. I just want them to. Because if I'm open and upfront about it, then they know I have not a fucking thing to hide. Y'all.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, funneling info. I want to make it clear, okay? Trisha was never my mole. Okay, he seems to be under that impression as well. That Trisha was never my mole. You go back to my first video before I even was in contact with Trisha or anything like that, or even used her things in my video. Okay, I mentioned having a mole. Now my mole is gone. Now he was ousted a little bit ago, so it is what it is. So. Yeah. Although, so the spy games are over. We're just gonna do commentary from now on, okay? But think about just the beauty of my vision here for a second here, okay? Just even if you are hate watching this now to report this back to Deity in some way in snippets, just appreciate the beauty of what I did, okay? He accused me of being some kind of spy, so I went and made a real spy. It's like poetry, living poetry. I don't know. I for one, at least found it funny. If nothing else. Let us continue.
Heavy Down says, I was the one who drew him out about him having personal info and intending to put it out there. I wasn't having it. I messed him over. Yeah, but he went too far. He definitely did. But like I said, the personal information that he had, it's nothing bad. Like, I don't have anything to hide.
Again, I don't know
it's just the thought that this person has fixated on me to the point in which they're now invading my personal privacy
what he
pisses me off.
I have is beyond me.
Any means, but if you are watching this dude, you can't trust.
Who can I trust? No, I hate when movies do that shit. Tell me who I can't trust. No. Oh, shittery. Fuckery.
Ablexia said,
who can't I trust?
So, because you had to hide them and block them, I'm assuming for your own well-being, because I'm picking up that they are toxic as hell. They dox and shit talk you. OMG, I'm so sorry. Yeah, like I said, shit talking's fine. I do commentary. But this whole getting behind someone and supporting someone in his illness when he's not on his medication to dox and give personal information, that is highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate. And I'm not trying to feed this person's delusion by any means, but if you are watching this dude, you can't trust Trisha either, because she's been telling me, like last night, in order to defend herself, she was sending me photos of what she fucking sent
that little story.
So I mean, what is going on?
I, for one, was dying from suspense. Oh, bundle up. It's cold.
Cherry Miller says, people just disappoint anymore. Why can't everyone be a good person and act right? Cherry Miller, I tell you, when I say that I was blindsided, I really was. I came online naive and gullible and expecting that everyone was just a good person here to have a good old time. Not fucking true. People will literally violate you.
Some people are.
In so many ways.
Here to have a good time.
Just to get a leg up, just to get some clicks. And it's fucked up. Like I said, giving commentary, criticism, that is fine. Do your thing.
All right.
But to sit there and do the things that these people have done, it's fucking gross.
I don't know what did we do? We did literally the same thing that drama channels do all the time with screenshot messages and everything else. All that little pizzazz, the game. I love it. They were like Victorian era socialites. It's hilarious.
Mike Honcho says there's literally a parody account who has the time, right? Like I said,
who has the time?
not even enough subs or anything to be monetized. So you're doing this for free, and it's a waste of time. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Show it to a professional to get an opinion on his psychology. But yeah, report back with that or something like that. Yeah, because that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Aunt Tanya, I've never tried vaping. Like, I have friends
yeah, they do.
Vape,
there is a bit
like,
of a
hey,
hive mind
thing
he thinks is going on here. I can't tell who he's accusing.
When I still worked at that
or
store,
anything like that, it's very confusing.
There was a loud
I'm kind of.
And then there was smoke
it's kind of hard to respond to it when I can't even tell exactly what he's saying.
Blowed up vape. Like, says, can I put this in your trash can? And I was like, yeah, man. I didn't even care.
Okay, I seem to be skipping ahead here.
Fucking breathe. Because I'm no longer there, and I'm no longer being treated like a fucking third world person.
Whoa.
He brings it back. He has the audacity and the gall to bring this back on me. Because he was fucking hidden.
Talking about me again?
And I can't let it slide. I can't. Only thing that I did to this individual is remove him from my live streams and from this community.
You allegedly slandered me. I don't know if that's true. I still don't know if that's true.
And I have
I'm not paying you money to find out. Assuming you haven't just deleted it from the
fucking trial, tribulation, and struggle that I have had to go through in my life. Working there, being gay in the South, and being discriminated against. I have been open, I have been honest, and I've been fucking truthful. I don't even work at that place anymore. And when I finally feel like I can fucking breathe, because I'm no longer there, and I'm no longer being treated like a fucking third world person, he brings it back. He has the audacity and the gall to bring this back on me.
Okay, I thought that there was a big fucking scandal there. I did not know that the other dude was apparently wrong. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the dude who made a video about it. Okay, don't get mad at me.
And I can't let it slide. I can't.
I was responding to things that were public because you doxed your manager, you sicked your fan base on your former employer, and it was all done publicly. I was there. I saw it. You were like, hold on, let me just pause it for a second. You were sitting there, you were like doxing your manager. People were like in the chat going, oh my god, you doxed your manager, and you're like, oh, well, guess I can't fix it now. I gave you a pass, the dumbass pass. Okay, and I eventually, very quickly came to the conclusion you were a moron. That's fine. Being a moron is not the greatest sin in the world, it really isn't. But the fact that you would continue to do what you've done, that's just lolcow. Lolcow. But let's continue. If anything, the whole Dollar General thing all traces back to him. Now I'm done with it because there's nothing there as far as I'm concerned. In fact, I regret even looking into it. Okay, so let us move forward in the video. As you can hear, Darth Vader is breathing.
Exactly, Cupcake Chaos. 2020 sucks. Experienced in the past, like fuck every one of them. Fuck them.
Fuck them. There we go. There's some teeth. I like it. Show some fire. Urgh. I'm not even joking either. Throw some fire, name some names. We're gonna do this. Oh yeah, I have heard pain pills make people gain weight. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Every single time I streamed, he was up my ass in this live stream, but the only purpose was to end.
Cocaine does not give you the powers to commit the laser powers, okay? It just does not do that. I'm sorry. I wish it did.
Thank you, Misery.
Global stream, apparently.
Somebody that I had never even heard of
God.
before they came in my live stream,
This
Modus
is
or
just
Modest. It was
ridiculous.
UA,
Just
Unknown Archive or some shit.
oh yeah, I like Unknown Archive. Oh crap, he threw shade at him
And
too.
instead of doing what
Oh,
a
he attacked
moderator
Unknown
does, they
Archive
were
as
kissing
well?
his ass too.
Seriously? Is there anyone this guy hasn't pissed off yet? Jeez. This Lolcow gets around, let me tell you. Okay, for such a small guy, he has a very large
Thank you,
move.
Misery.
And you know what? I'm not even saying that as a disparaging thing. That takes talent or some kind of marketability. So,
Like that
you know
shit
what?
was
He
so
actually
fucking stupid.
gets some. Hold on, let me pause it. He actually gets a little bit of credit for that. I mean, that takes real, legitimate oomph, the it factor. I really do think that his channel has potential. I mean, I think he'll get a hate following, perhaps even larger than Amberlyn Reed. I mean, he has that potential. I do believe it. All right, let's continue. It's because he's got the stuff just to lure you in, okay? And then once you see all of it for what it is at some point, oh, you know, we will see.
Somebody that I had never even heard of before they came in my live stream, Modus or Modest. It was
yeah, I remember Unknown Archive being
Unknown
in the
Archive
stream
or some shit
for a brief bit. And oh, let me see here. What was that? Oh, so he was trying to troll him, Juicy. Well, you know, it is what it is. Honestly, the thing is that Unknown Archive, at least from what I've seen, is cool. I mean, I'd have to see the specifics of what was going on. I mean, was he being really malicious? I would have probably, if he were to come in here, I'd probably give him a moderator position. That dude's hilarious. So I don't know. We shall see.
Every single time I streamed, he was up my ass in this live stream, but the only purpose was to antagonize me.
How was someone up your ass in a live stream?
I still don't get it.
Spamming? I never noticed.
And instead of doing what a moderator does, they were kissing his ass.
Where he was, spamming the chat.
And let me tell you, how are you going to be an ASMR channel and think that binaural beats is whispering into each side of the microphone? Like, that shit was so fucking stupid.
I don't know anything about ASMR, so you know what? The ASMR experts, speak below in the comment section.
The shit ass videos.
I'm gonna keep this up anyway. Let me know about all that. I have no.
That matters, but okay.
I don't sleep.
Yeah, Jordan. Somebody was trying to push me to watch his shit ass videos recently.
What? What archive videos are not shit.
Nobody unsubscribe from any of these people. If you are subscribed and you enjoy their content, enjoy their content. I am not doing this to have people unsub or anything. I am doing this because it is absolutely imperative that I get this shit off my chest so I can move the fuck on.
I don't know if that's still going on, but that was certainly going on at one point. If that has stopped, well then, shout out to Deity for making sure that has stopped.
And like one day, that CT person, like, if you want to be a troll, bitch, let's be a troll. She comes in my live stream when she was still a moderator, and I was genuinely trying to support her. And she pulls this, hey, I made a video and it was inspired by your Amelia Fart video, blah, blah, blah. You want to watch it and tell me what you think? I said, sure. So I pull up OBS and we start watching it. And I get about 4 minutes in and I realize I'm losing people fast. I'm not even interested in this. Yeah. It is so boring.
He's cool, actually. I don't have an issue with most of the moderators.
There was no way I could justify playing like a 20-minute video of
most of them, I think, are just
two different sides of the microphone. I just couldn't do it.
Cool people. I think they were just misled. And some of them are like young, so I'm not gonna go after them.
My ex was a Pisces, and he was also full of shit.
Luna binaural beats are the sound between two tunes, whereas binaural ASMR is literally ear to ear. Interesting.
Maybe that's it, but Those are the ones that have created the ones that work with me the best.
Well, I hope Roger.
So yeah, that is Michael Seeley,
does a lot of parodies, so
Michae.
there's a potential.
Well, if I want to relax, I'll watch a damn guided meditation. And like, if I want to watch ASMR, there is a woman on here that does ASMR role plays, and that is the only.
An ASMR role play? What does that mean? Like you're like pretending to be a knight and like guiding people to sleep with that? Can I have a sexy like masseuse whisper to me as I fall asleep? I mean, what exactly is that? That's
so. Since we're clearing the air and getting rid of all of these damn demons, does anyone want to come on and share their story to help me rid these fucking monsters of their, I don't know, place here?
Figure out how to sleep.
I look like shit, Sweet but Psycho. I don't know, Gabe. I wanted to. I have all the dye and the bleach and stuff, but probably not. Whoa. Yes, Jessa B or Michelle or anybody that's a mod. I would like for Jessa B to come on for sure because she's level-headed. Also, is Laurel here?
Get the mod squad together. Oh. Oh, interesting. You make a roleplay ASMR. Okay, well, I'll have to go to your channel and look at that at some point. Definitely. I know people rag on for the typing noise. I love the sound of mechanical typing. It's rhythmic.
Excuse me.
Gross.
I sent it, Jess.
Well, they mocked the disabled
that didn't
person?
make sense to me. Her reaching out and saying that that you were making her uncomfortable because you didn't do anything. Like, you were trying to help her. You were trying to bring her back eventually. You were trying to do everything you could, and everything you said, in my opinion, was pretty level-headed, and it wasn't like you were lashing out or being rude because,
thank you for throwing up
you
the
know,
gang sign,
word
sorry.
through the grapevine was, this is an awful situation, she's an awful person. No, you were the opposite of that. You were like, hey, let's see if we can fix this eventually. And I can't see the chat right now, so if anybody's saying anything, I'm sorry.
Sloan Madeline, who has been here for quite some time, says, these women are like 40 plus years old and they still want to start drama. I'm not going to be ageist in saying that, but it definitely, to me, I don't understand it because by a certain point in life, I expect you to have a certain level of maturity and these people don't.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bothers me is, like, I grew up, my mom is very, very hot-headed, and I think that's why I'm not. But I see a lot of my mom in, you know, these quick-triggered people, and I try my best to mediate it, and every time I turn around, it's like they're looking for legitimate
I have no idea who
reasons
they're
in their
talking
mind
about, Irish.
to
I'm
go
still trying to
crazy
piece
on
that
people,
together
and
myself.
it doesn't make, that was the wrong choice of words, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I try to emphasize perhaps to annoyance who I'm talking about and everything.
That's
like
crazy is the best way to say it, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but I don't get it. I don't get how you can be so miserable that you have to tear everybody down. Like, and I've said this over and over again. Like, the world is a dark place. And instead of tearing each other down, we should be doing what we can to hold each other
Like
up.
we're all involved in some conspiracy.
I tried
know
so hard with that person
We're in a
because I
conspiracy.
genuinely cared about this person. I tried to mediate to make everyone be okay with her being there, but nobody was because she was engaging in bullshit behavior, and now she's targeting me.
Right.
I wasn't,
and I don't think that's fair because I think in her mind we're all just villains, and that's not the case. I mean, all of us tried to make it work, and there comes a time where people are just so uncomfortable and just miserable, and it's like you have to draw
I would like to
a line
emphasize
somewhere,
the mole in the moderator team,
you know,
was not
and it
Trisha.
sucks because
Okay.
I think she has potential to be okay.
That's a little bit. That's something that I heard that was going around. That's simply not true.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I feel it has gotten to a point at which she wants any type of recognition
and that the spy games are over.
And maybe we weren't giving her enough. Like, I don't know.
I had my fun.
Yeah, I was actually talking to someone earlier in my life, not on the internet, and they were saying that the best thing to do is to, if you have to address it, but don't address it anymore, because you're just going to be feeding into what they want you to feed into. And it sucks because I want to say so much, but I don't at the same time. I don't wish any ill will on anyone. I just wish that people would see this from a different perspective and see how they're coming off to other people and how it is dangerous the way that they're doing things. And it's not fair because we didn't do anything wrong.
Samantha Hilgeman or whatever.
I would say you did.
That may be the case,
but
even if it is just a hobby for some people, I don't understand devoting your time to creating video after video after video about someone's personal private life. You ain't even getting money for it. I don't understand it.
Right, I don't either. I don't. But see, this is why I posted what I did earlier about Misery Loves Company. And it's true, like they are truly looking for a reason to validate their negative thoughts and their negative feelings. So they're attacking what should be. Your moderators now are trying their hardest to be that foundation, and they're trying to destroy it little by little.
Very true.
Let's see if I can see the chat. I'm on my phone and not my tablet this time, so.
You definitely won't figure it out, Denise. That's for sure. Because he does mush everyone together.
Video that I
don't even think he understands who is who. Give me a second. Hook up with the chat. Alright. Now I'm back up to the bottom.
Right, and that's fair because you have so much animosity going on between other people that you can't focus on anything but that. And I get it. I mean, when you get that angry, you get fixated. I mean, a lot of people do. I do. I mean, I wanted to go crazy. My mom had to talk me down.
I don't know. I
don't know either, Deity. I don't know either.
I don't know either. I mean, like I said before, I really do wish that everybody.
Yes, Denise, this is the one where I come on. At some point, I come on. I'm just waiting for that to happen. I have no idea when it occurs. I think he had a bunch of moderators on, so I think we're slowly making our way there.
Give someone who's not willing to improve themselves. And it's not just what has happened with us. It's stuff that we had seen in the past that, you know, certain people were talking about where they were the issue. And they were trying to make us think that it was the other people that were the issue, which is exactly what they're doing right now. And honestly, I truly don't feel like we did anything wrong.
Like I said, I ain't got shit to apologize for. So if that's what they're waiting on, they can hold their breath.
Well, like I saw the messages, or you read the messages that you sent to.
Otherwise, you're getting eaten alive here on the internet.
You didn't say anything mean. You were actually a lot nicer than
unless
most
you actually
people
fucked up. Like, really did fucked up.
Exactly.
Obviously. But over things you say,
I feel like
that
her craving for any type of attention has gotten to the point at which she's willing to use any message and wanting to misconstrue every word just to say, hey, look at me, I have this, I have this. And I'm like, bitch, where do you have it? Because I was literally speaking to you as a person with sense and a rationale.
But see, that's the thing. I don't
Feelings which
think
are not
that
facts.
some of
Like,
these
it is my
people are
feeling.
being rational because they are in their own world. You know, like if you were to look back at
I agree. I'd like
all
some,
of
at
the
least some evidence as well
situations
to support
that have
the thing.
occurred,
Then it can become facts, I suppose, not logically.
it was them being problematic.
I don't know.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have used that word, but that's kind of what it was. They were just trying to find a reason to drag us into stuff.
Yeah, I'm having a very hard time keeping up with who they're talking about at any given time, so I don't know. They're being so vague, beyond vague. Okay, I don't even know half of what is going on here. I thought this would be a hilarious thing where I could make jokes and pick him apart, but he's being so vague I just can't. So, hopefully, he'll start dropping some more. He said, like, didn't he say it like 30 minutes ago? 20 minutes ago? He was like, fuck it, I'm saying names. Then all of a sudden he just stopped. Apparently Muse was trashed on here too. That's why I'm here. I legit know none of this, and I apologize. DID be like that. Don't even know my roommate. It weird. Well, yeah, I don't know if you were trashed on here or not. I've heard a lot of stuff about this stream, that a lot of stuff went on before I came on, and then so people were reacting to it. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in learning myself what exactly went on here. But here's the thing: I wonder if he even used your name. Probably not. Who knows? Or used Muse's name, I should say. Sorry. Oh, you have the entire clip of it? Oh, you giving it to content creators and they're pissed. Interesting, Irish. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Let us continue.
We didn't want to be in, you know, and that's not fair. And then dragging out drama that was unnecessary for days. You know, it wasn't just one thing, it was a lot of things.
It's like we have gotten to a point right now in society. If you're not holding someone like a little baby and saying, it's going to be okay, I'm so sorry, then you're literally the scum of the earth. But I am not here to...
The self-awareness! The lack of self-awareness! What the... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I almost jumped out of my seat there, and that would have been very bad for me. I cannot believe I just heard that. Oh my god. A second to compose ourselves. Because I don't actually enjoy bursting out into long periods of laughing on a stream. I have to suppress these sorts of things.
To hold this person's hand and baby them, you know?
Right.
Who's doing that for me? We're adults, and if you can't have a discussion like an adult, and you can't be told, you know, you have to be able to take accountability for your own actions, then you're too fragile. And I'm not here for your fragility. I'm just not.
Right, and you shouldn't have to be, you know, and that's why, like, it's hard. Like I've said before, I'm new to this whole, like, someone because it's not intentional.
Right.
And some people just latch onto these things and make it into something that it's not. Instead of educating somebody that they may have said something wrong, they go into attack mode immediately.
Now you're transphobic. Now you're homophobic.
Oh,
now,
I love the old YouTube.
And like,
I actually have
a
Chrome add-on that you can use that actually brings old YouTube back. But now it's saying that it might not work in the future. So YouTube is like,
but I mean, that really
trying to
has
drive
nothing to
people
do with
slowly
this.
insane.
This is nothing more than somebody
making
who...
YouTube things harder and harder to use.
I don't know. Like, I can't even sum this person up in a few words. I can't. Beyond, you're disgusting and vile.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably a way to sum it up in a few words, but for the lack, or for at the risk of, you know, pissing people off, it's probably best that we don't. But I'm at a loss, honestly. I've been thinking about this for when did this happen? Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for this week alone, I mean, I went 36 hours without sleeping at one point. And then last night I was up until 3:00 in the morning, and my anxiety was like skyrocketing. I didn't get to sleep, had to babysit. You know, and it's not fair because they're bringing up their own mental illnesses. Okay, fine, you don't want us to trigger that, but you're not taking into consideration that you're triggering ours, and yet we're the bad guys because we're
I don't think you're
mentioning
talking
it.
about me.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I treat my sort of thing as a joke.
Like, I'm not trying to use my mental illness as a crutch because I really don't see it as much of a mental illness
really
as
like
it's just my
life.
You know, like I do have
How do
social
you think I feel?
anxiety. I do
I'm the cat killer.
have insomnia, but
I'm the cat killer.
They might be going after
I just
somebody
live
else
with it.
who,
You know what I mean? And I don't try to take it out on other people.
chat or something like that.
And if I do something, like I snapped at my mom the other day, I didn't mean to, and I apologized immediately. And I was like, I'm sorry, I haven't slept. You know?
And that's the biggest thing. People have to be able to take accountability for their actions, recognize when they're wrong, and just apologize and move on.
And that was a big thing that we've already discussed before, but with Ryder and I getting removed from the chat, all she had to do was come to us and say, listen, I was upset, I acted out, I'm sorry, or like, I just don't want to talk to you. I would have been fine with that. You know, I respect that. And I've said it from day one. If I say something that offends you, please let me know because it's not intentional. And instead of coming to me, which drove me nuts because you had just made that long message saying, if you have an issue, please come to me directly if you can't handle it yourself, and I will try to mediate the situation. And not even 12 hours later, that happened. And it was just, it didn't make sense to me at all. Like, be an adult. And I am pretty level-headed, at least I try to be. And I'm like, you could come and talk to me. Anyone can. I'm not an asshole. I don't know how to be. But unfortunately,
I don't know who Jessica
she took
really
a different
is.
route.
She seems likable. I mean,
I really just, I wish the best for her. I just can't be a part of it anymore.
Me neither. And that's why last night, ultimately, after trying to reason and rationalize and ask, well, what is going on? If you are so upset, what have you done? Tell me. And she couldn't. I was like, okay, well, I'm fucking done. And I blocked her. Because if you can't have a discussion, I mean, you can't come to a conclusion with someone, then that's not what you want. You genuinely just want to just fling shit at the wall. And that's what she's doing. So I blocked her. And like I said, after this stream, I'm moving on. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. Like I said, they are not relevant to me or my life or this channel in any way, shape, or form anymore. That goes for every single one of them. The only instance in which I felt spurred on to do this is because of these people rallying around this sick individual, having him fixate on me and delve into my personal private life. That is not okay.
And I'm not going to name names, but somebody had reached out to me today saying that their fans are going after her too. I don't know why. I didn't really get into detail. I just said that it was best for them to ignore the situation because I don't want anybody else getting dragged into this. It's bad enough that it's been tearing all of us apart.
Not that I know of, Irish.
You know,
I've never seen a copy of it. I wasn't filming at the time. I was at that time just trying to get the dude to fix
Kelly
his mistake.
Loomis, Heavy Down,
I was
or
staying in the chat to delete the entire thing.
I just like their messages in the chat.
Hopefully he actually did do
Voices
that.
of reason, much like you, Jessa. That's what I need right now because I'm very much considering just saying fuck it and just deleting it.
But okay, now with that mentality, and I get it, I totally get it, because I mean, I deactivated my Twitter the other day when JB did because I felt horrible.
Interesting.
And
I don't know.
It only lasted 2 hours.
I need some names here. I need some people down in the comment section saying who's who,
Michelle
piecing this thing with timestamps together.
And calming me down because I was just in a bad.
And how would you even figure out who's who, really?
It made me realize that by doing that, I'm letting them questions. And we didn't do anything wrong, so why should we run?
Heavy Down, I'm going to reach out to you and send a link to you on Twitter. I'm going to have Jessa be up here with you as well. Give me 1 second.
I have a lot to say about Heavy Down. So
I really can't see the chat, and it's driving me nuts.
It ain't important. Okay, so I thought I was going to message Heavy Down on Twitter. Give me 1 second. Hang on, I'm looking for it.
No, I just wonder what in the world's going
Oh,
on.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I forgot about that.
I think we're getting close to where I'm at. Oh, hello, Kanish. Welcome. I got a meltdown, really? Wow. You took it.
Like
a lot
the
more
first
seriously than
iPad
did.
that I bought the iPad
Yeah,
Mini.
I
It's all
was
come from
mad, but I was
Texas.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I get why people were pissed at it, just on the
Haha, I got
optics
it
of
to
it.
work.
But don't worry, my skin's as thick as a rhino. Don't worry about me like that ever. I can
Is it a
pretty
Chihuahua?
much handle anything.
No, he's a Jack Russell Terrier. He is kind of stares and growls.
But I thank you a lot though for those of you who are really concerned about me like
things
that.
may not go
Really,
great
I'm
while
fine.
I'm dog sitting for the next 2 weeks.
My list of concerns, Deity ranks
So-
about around here.
But
Believe me.
whatever, I can't say anything. He just isn't sure of me yet.
Kelly Loomis said, as a legally recognized reverend, I absolve you of all of your demons.
Oh my God.
Well, that was nice.
Great. Globalists from the Catholic Church have once again infiltrated his chat. Once again, Deity is not a globalist, but you know.
Thank you, Courtney.
By the way, you can't resolve someone's sins over a fucking stream chat. I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, heavy down.
Don't you need to do the
You can come up with the audio.
digital religion, man? Digital religion. Interesting stuff.
My ex had gotten bitten by a brown recluse spider on his shin, like kind of towards the shin, but not really. And it had left a huge hole in his leg. It was really gross.
That's the thing when I was talking to, because it's my friend's mom I'm dog sitting for, and I've only been around her a couple of times, but she told me about the brown recluse biting him, and I was like, I didn't even know they were here.
Oh my
Like
God,
I've never
like
seen
spiders.
one, and I've lived here my whole life.
I don't like spiders and snakes, and I don't care what it takes.
I see people even on Twitter in the live chat talking about the 25 or 26 videos that Nisian has posted, and I haven't watched a single one.
They're fine.
I watched.
I won't even kill it for research. They don't make
I think somebody did like a mirror thing on Twitter, and at the time there were only 4 parts to it. It's a lot
all snakes are
to
fucking
process.
fucks.
Like I don't even. Most of it I've heard before.
Meant to go into beast mode with
Oh,
this.
we skipped forward.
And
Fast forward.
I don't have any reason to believe that he did not pass information to the other certain person.
Who's passing information to
so my decision was to
who? I didn't pass
immediately,
information to anybody.
make people aware,
I
the
was
right
a
people aware. I don't know what I'm
collecting
allowed to say. So
I'm not
my
going to
decision
share
was
my
make the
own
right
my
people aware
sources with other people. You know,
that
that's my content to make. The other people aren't.
I had this stuff.
I don't share. I'm too greedy like that. That's my stuff to make videos of and get views. Okay, if I get it on sharing it with other people, I can get views.
Even the best of persons has to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. Normally, my heathen ass would never in life pass on private, pass on DMs, pass on private messages. But when you start talking about possibly outing somebody LGBTQIA plus in an area where they could be physically put in danger. That
it's a secret that Deity is gay. What? It's a secret that Deity is a gay man in Alabama. It's a secret, guys. Oh, I just doxed him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was such a secret. Keep this between us.
That's, all engine stop. Another thing that would be all engine stop is, oh my God, this person could potentially get them swatted, get their family hurt. Nobody needs
They can't be talking about me.
Nobody.
Here. They can't be talking about
and
me.
you're welcome, Stephanie. It wasn't an honor. It's always
I don't even know where the dude lives. I don't want to know where the dude lives.
I'm
here to laugh. Poke fun.
I'm sitting here actually wearing part of my ritual robes for the sake of drawing up some power, because I had a feeling that there was going to be a ton of hot lead dropping on everybody's head, and I was right. No, I'm not gonna. It's just that simple. I'm not going to.
The thing about gay men in the South is there's actually quite a few gay men in the South. They're just all married to women. So, yeah. I sympathize with him as far as that goes. But this whole idea of outing a gay man in the South, what are you insane? You talk about being a gay man in the South, and specifically in the specific state that you're in, constantly. I mean, you should add it to your channel description. Make it a gimmick, like a catchphrase.
Someone, because they're, you know, off on whatever, hurt somebody that I care about, and I know physically is a good person the way Deity is a good person.
I feel like I've been here for a while.
You know, it's just that's not in me. And so I'm pretty sure I put a target on my back. I don't care. You know, because, you know, I don't want to drop the usual I would in someone else's stream. I am a foul-mouthed motherfucker, and he can just go fuck off straight into the moon. And I hope he gets his no stuck in his zipper and only has one shoe when he gets there. So there.
I'm not monetized anyway. But there you go.
I'm so scared you're going to boot me because I'm totes inappropriate. But yeah, anybody has any questions?
She's fairly likable for a but that's the trick. Honestly, they pull.
So it's probably people who came in.
I'll get into why
later
on.
Okay, well, from my perspective, which might be somewhat truncated because I'm not the one who's directly involved. From my perspective, fuck it, I'm gonna name his name. YouTube Schizophrenic. He calls himself Discord Schizophrenic when he's in Discord.
Yes. Me
or tweeting Schizophrenic.
I'm clout chasing myself. Guys.
Really does have schizophrenia, and my heart goes out to anybody that's living with that.
You have no proof of that, actually.
Very
They're taking my word
to live
for it.
with.
I
know one person who is a brilliant artist who does not choose to use medication because when he does, he can't paint. His creativity goes bye-bye. His muse just leaves.
Ridiculous.
So, he's got
now,
a
this is stuff you mentioned in the private conversation. I don't.
And when the squirrels start
leaking private conversations like that, by the way, it was mentioned that this conversation was not going to be made public, specifically in the conversation. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, this was some sort of big violation of like some sort of ethic code. I mean, I don't know if there's like a moral code on the internet. Probably not. There's a code of honor, I'd like to say. When you say something is not going to be made public, that means at least. Well, I guess you could say that it wasn't made public, but it was screenshotted and shared with other people. That is, you know, it's slick language, you know. Perhaps I should be more alert, obviously, but it is what it is. I liked Heavy Down. I was a fan of her channel. I found her interesting. Unfortunately, Heavy Down herself is a bit of a lolcow, but it's just a lolcalf. A lolcalf. That's the best way to describe it. A lolcalf. And it's not worth covering. I have a feeling my channel will be surpassing hers soon enough. So when she steps up her game, maybe gets about, you know, a couple thousand subscribers, I will make videos on her too, because she is a globalist and deserves it. I mean, she's one of those people who rags on the people for being SJWs and snowflakes, yet proceeds to do the exact same thing that she's criticizing them for. It's ridiculous. So. Lolcalf. We'll see where it goes.
Running on their wheels and, you know, creating chaos, he goes into mindfulness that he learned in DBT and CBT and is like, okay, that's real. That's not real. Those two things are real. That is absolute bullshit. And, you know, proceeds apace. So he's
the memory palace method.
He's been in therapy. Anyway, the other two people that are close to me that I know have schizophrenia do take meds. I have bipolar 2. I also have post-traumatic stress disorder. I am also, you know, I'm way high functioning. I'm also on the autism spectrum. So I was on a solid grounding when this person told me that he had something going on that he was not taking care of. And I can't even with that, you know? And so he said, well, you know, meds make you passive. And I said, how passive do I look?
I said they're passive and they're mind control, which they are.
Yeah, they
I need to make a video on that too.
Train you to be an asshole in the Navy. So.
Oh, by the way, this is a meme right here. Did you know that Heavy Down is in the Navy and is an author, and she takes no shit? She'll be sure to remind you over and over and over and over. Oh, and she'll drop that she's a pagan over and over and over. I'm sorry. But we only need to be informed once, twice, maybe 3 times. You have to constantly drop your credentials like that. I mean, it's like slinging your dick on the table here. It's really, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why do it? Carrying on.
I started talking to him about all of this. You know, the schizophrenia issue was just kind of a framework, a canvas on which
2 messages in the entire thing was I was trying to
and
show
he
her
started
what
going
Deity
on
was
about
up
he
to.
was going to
Just
start
basically
talking about the
regurgitate
whole
everything
Dollar
I said
General thing
publicly.
openly in a stream.
So
And I told him that was alphabet A to Z a bad idea, and I was talking to him, trying to get him to just drop the whole damn thing, and he kept calling it an investigation.
Okay.
it was an investigation.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
get to
an
control that, but
investigation.
okay.
It's him
I don't get to
taking
control
off
that, but
and
okay.
deciding to be
I don't
vindictive
get to control that.
because he's
Then
ass
the
injured
suggestion to you
over
would be
being
to-
removed from
It was
Deity's
only
suggestion to you
community.
slightly
would be to
vindictive. It was
maybe-
Do you
mainly
know
down
how
to my
many times
personal
I've been
amusement
banned
and
from
information.
things? I mean, just the few
I mean,
minutes I've been
frankly,
talking, I'm
this
sure
is
you can
just
see
absurd.
that,
And I thought there
you
was
know,
a market
I'm about
there, a
as
niche
subtle
market
as a
there,
brick
because he
through a
pissed so
plate
many
glass
people off.
window. And I'm, again, sorry, not sorry. But, you know, I was trying to get him to just delete the stuff he had. And he, you know, from what I was
What do I
inferring,
have?
this was not said directly,
Screenshots of messages.
but from what I was inferring,
you're
he
inferring?
has a whole
What are you inferring?
bunch of receipts that he should not have.
I've come to the conclusion. I have a conclusion. These people live in fear of me. They think that I have access to all of this information. Okay, maybe it's because I fucking made some fucking jokes about infiltrating his chat room and shit like that, and it's just they're all afraid of me. Okay, perhaps that's what it was. I don't know. Okay, but these people are afraid of me, clearly, which is absurd, very absurd. I didn't think I was that much of a scary individual, but I'm of the firm belief that if you can't be loved, you should be feared. So, carry on with your whimpering, I guess.
Like I said, if he believes that he has quote-unquote receipts, that's fine with me, because all I've ever done is speak truthfully about what I've experienced. And part of the reason that I am so upset is because of the fact that everyone expects me to recognize this person's mental health issues and whatnot. What about the trauma and the shit that I went through being tortured on a daily basis?
The person, Darth Vader,
is
who
that
was
not
recording,
supposed to be recognized? Am I supposed to sit here and smile and let this motherfucker just drag all this shit back up to me? Because I'm not going to do it.
So,
mental illness is a reason, but it's not an excuse.
So
just because somebody has some form of mental illness doesn't mean that every goddamn buddy around them has to have it with them. Mm-hmm. Mental illness, as I've said in many a stream, mental illness is just that. It's an illness. Illnesses are treatable.
Well, thank you, Jim.
And he's done the same thing that somebody with diabetes does when they decide they're going to have a big old piece of cake.
Solid. I may troll the trolls a little
bit. Okay. I'm extremely concerned about him for providing something,
even on the more like
giving of himself.
Snowflakey people. I don't even press their buttons when I could. I really could if I wanted.
Some of the nasty that goes on in this sick, sad,
generally,
broken
I'm just there to
world.
Communicate and
So if you give me a choice between YouTube douchebag and Deity,
Whoa,
it's going to be Deity.
Okay, heavy gum.
And I'm going to 86. YouTube, whatever
me.
I can't even with this guy. I can't. I just can't. And he wasn't running his mouth too much in my Discord because I run a pretty tight ship in there. But when he, when I messaged him, and I was the one who messaged him, I told him, I'm concerned about this because he mentioned me in one of his streams. I said, I'm a little uncomfortable with this. And I was asking the leading questions, trying to find out what he had. And he started telling me like hints of what he had. And that's when my bitch ass decided I was going to start screenshotting. And I'm like,
hints of what I had.
So that was my part in all of this. I'm not sure how much.
I just regurgitated everything I said publicly. Everything I regurgitated because you didn't watch my videos. I regurgitated everything I said publicly.
Safety, including YouTube Snot Rocket.
Heavy Down syndrome.
What the fuck is making fun of my name? I'm sorry, I'm being just so gross.
You are being gross.
I'm just sitting here thinking, someone said, didn't he apologize? He apologized for being wrong. because he realized
I
that
did
the person
apologize
he
for
thought that he
It's
was
the
in
best you're gonna
contact
get,
with that had
because
all this info on me
when you
was all
dox your manager publicly and proceed to turn around and sick them on your former manager to the point where they have to threaten to put a warrant out on you. Now, this is all done on a live stream, mind you, which you talked about and everything else. It becomes open for other people to talk about. My advice is to not drag your personal life into your live streams. It will never work out for you. Okay, your best bet is to keep it to vague stories. Don't drop names of people in your personal life. And to, you know, just keep it to that. Also, in terms of putting people in danger, okay, I'm not going to name a specific stream because I know some moderator is going to hate watch this stream. Okay, there's some stream up where he has his phone number doxed, he has his doctor's name doxed. Okay, he keeps saying, well, all my information's online anyway. Okay, look, I looked online just out of curiosity. I couldn't find it. Okay, and if I couldn't find it, chances are it's not that hard. It's not fucking out there the way you think it is. I know you're not tech savvy and you're a bit of a moron. So I'm trying to help you out here. So if you're a moderator, if you're heavy down, or you know, whoever else might decide to come over here and watch this, I don't even know who's on this moderator team anymore. Please run to him and tell him to unfuck himself because he is putting his family in danger. Okay, he's currently got a target on his back. Okay, and if people actually do decide to fuck with him, it's gonna be on him because he's over here doing it, doxing himself. So tell him to take it down. Tell him to take it down and pretend it never happened. Please. I don't want to see Deity die or anything else like that. I want to see him continue on to make videos and to do whatever he does. I want him to get a huge fall. I want to see Deity in a mansion having mental breakdowns. It'll be great. It's content. Alright. Let us go.
also an idiot who was mistaken. This person wasn't even involved. This person didn't even. This person was engaged to a cashier of mine at the time. That is how this person was related.
Yes,
this person was confused and mistaken.
It is what it is. People upload videos, and he was
a cashier had nothing to do with me losing my job. I was
everyone
friends with
was
that
just keeping
cashier.
live streams up, I would know these things.
So he apologized for being wrong.
People when they like cover up evidence. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, this is the thing about apologies. Apologies take a shit ton of courage. It's
I did
true.
apologize. I was wrong.
Because you're laying bare a piece of your soul, which is the I was wrong piece of your soul.
Wait. Did you say apologies
vulnerable.
are a piece of vulnerability?
And
oh, God,
some people are going to see a vulnerability and
that's what I mean about her
strike
being
out at
everything she rails
the
against.
person's that wrong.
Okay, that's such a cringeworthy thing. It's like something a politician.
But at the same time, if you apologize and you do the same damn thing again, your apology means shit. It's that simple.
Again, I'm not touching that Dollar General thing. I apologize for that.
People are telling me
I'm
great. I'm like
everyone else.
I don't know what to do with that.
You are great. But another thing, though, just sitting here thinking, you call it.
I got to go get a soda. I'll be right back.
Okay, but you call it a half-assed investigation, and you're fucking wrong from the jump. So what does that tell you? It tells you that you are needlessly bringing up something that was very, very hard for me to go through. And you're doing it because I hid you from this community because of the fact that you're problematic.
It was like what, 3 or 4 lines of dialogue in all those videos combined.
And you apologize when your dumbass investigation goes nowhere. Nowhere.
What are you talking about?
Because I've never been honest about how I've been treated as a gay person living in this shithole of a community.
Either way.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
I know. It's not safe.
Is what
bothers me about it.
I will be your mom. I'm 55 years old on February the 12th. Anybody that wants a mom, bring it.
The more you whine about it, the worse
what bothers me about this whole situation is the fact that this was what you talked about. This like 2-3 months ago.
Welcome.
Like, why bring it up now, other than to cause drama that is not necessary? And when you don't live, we don't live your life. We're just here to
laugh about it. I'm not mad in any way, shape, or form.
Bringing this up is risky, and it could, in fact, hurt you in some way or another, legally or physically or whatever. And it almost seemed like it didn't matter.
It doesn't, because he doesn't.
Because he has a vet.
And he said, "Tell the false god we can speak. I want to move on."
Oh, okay, cool. Let's.
And I said,
"Okay." Now, I don't. Apparently, we skipped too far ahead here. I have a sock account in the Discord that was actually a pretty high ranking thing. She has like a moderator thing. It was like a thing underneath the moderator before like a basic user. How was that? Well, I just keep it there so I can keep an eye on things. You know what I mean? It's always smart to, just keep an eye on things. I'm paranoid like that. So I decided to hop on. His name was Long Johnson, which got a laugh out of Deity, from what I hear. Is that when someone joined and they found his name was Long Johnson, is that Deity started bursting out laughing. That's what I heard, which is fine. I like to have a good time, make people laugh. But I decided to come on the live stream after that person then told me. Sorry, let me rephrase that. After another person then told me that I was apparently being invited on. So, I don't know exactly what the deal is. Now, I called him the false god simply because, it was amusing. Okay, let's continue. Now, I wish I had the full stream, unedited, because I see a lot of skips. I would really like to watch the whole thing, the full context. Okay? Because I don't know exactly when he invited me on, because we just skipped so far ahead that I haven't seen him invite me on yet, and I'm about to come on. So that's the part I really want to see, because he invited me on. He invited me on before he did this. So
what is your name in YouTube? And do the fuck not call him that to me. And he says he invited me on. He can reach me where it all began. I will no longer be engaging with globalists.
Send me something on Twitter. That's
and
what
I
I'm schizophrenic. He thinks I'm a globalist and I'm poor as dirt. What the fuck?
Look, I've never said Deity is a globalist. Heavy Down is a globalist. Now we're going to get into why Heavy Down is a globalist. Did you know that she has a scepter made of human bone that she flashed on stream? Now, I'm not going to say any accusations towards her. I'm just saying the globalists have been known to engage in human sacrifice and then harvest the organs, blood, and bones from their victims to make trinkets out of. So, combine the fact that I was lured in the way I was and then treated that way, and then you throw in the fact that she admits to that, I'm at least 70% sure she is a globalist herself. Not even blackmailed or threatened by a globalist. A globalist. Anyway.
That is not. I asked him, is this YouTube schizophrenic? He declined to answer me, and then he blocked me. What kind of cowardly, craven ass,
everything's gonna get leaked.
Knuckle dragging, snot rocket piece of shit, motherfucker.
Knuckle dragging.
I get it. It's not okay to be.
See, she's entertaining for a globalist. I actually like.
I get it. If I
making fun of
my medication and I make that choice,
I'm
raging hell, and I cannot be dealt with. I have to be put somewhere. Okay, so I know what you're going through, and I hate to be so mad and hateful and angry at this individual, but I tell you what, this motherfucker has overstepped a line, and I am at the point that I'm about ready to fucking do what I have to do and call the law, because this is
honestly
that's what I want. Let's talk about that, because he mentioned that too. What law did I break? What totalitarian dictatorship do you live in, friend, where sending an email to your former employer that you doxed and sicked your fan base on is illegal? It's not illegal where I live. Again, someone point me to the law I wrote. Sending an email is not against the law. He's calling the YouTube police on me, maybe. Let us continue.
Police. I think you should call your locals, and I also think you should make a connection with the FBI's Cyber Crimes Division, because that's what I had to do.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, the FBI Cybercrime Division. Okay, I am being stalked 24/7 by the FBI, the CIA, the MI6, fucking Scotland Yard, etc., etc., etc. They know exactly what I'm doing. If they had a problem with what I was doing, I would be dead along with my dogs. So please, do not sit there and pretend that this is some kind of threat.
When I had a stalker, and this is all the way back in 2008,
my microphone.
That actually showed up to my house.
Oh, he's welcome here. He's welcome. I invite you.
I'm welcome.
Bitch.
See, I'm welcome.
No, don't open that door.
Don't do that. Because what will happen then is you will do the redneck stomp on his chest, and then both of you go to jail, and I'm not okay with that. Sorry,
So
I don't do this over the computer shit. I don't do it.
Wait a minute.
Well, I do, and I'm very fucking good at it.
Did you just challenge me to a fight? What the fuck? Interesting. I wasn't expecting that from Deity. I think you overestimate how intimidating you actually are. Anyway, moving on. Very weird. Very weird behavior from Deity.
Oh, I appreciate everybody throwing the love. And you have my permission to call somebody a shit pencil, an anklehead, or a shit giblet, which is insults that I like to throw around. But yeah.
What was the reference? I didn't get that he said.
The globalist thing, apparently he's trying to say that me, Onision, and these other people are somehow globalists, and we are in league with the dude that killed himself in prison. I don't even know his name. I'm a millionaire. Yeah, and I'm a millionaire, and I have ties to the president. And bitch, I'm in a trailer in Alabama without an oven. Without.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Where in the world is he getting this idea that I called him a globalist? That I said he was a millionaire with ties to the president? Okay, where is he getting that from? Okay, there was another person in my comment section. Okay, I think it was a CIA disinformation agent trying to accuse me of saying the same thing. Okay, clearly the fucking gang stalking people have been gassing this guy up severely. I have no idea what his issue is.
Central air and heat with a washer and dryer that barely works.
Where he gets his information.
What the fuck?
From. I have never once accused him of being a globalist.
If I was some globalist millionaire, I wouldn't be here arguing with someone about Dollar General. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
This is ridiculous. This is like, okay, he's unblocked me and he sent me a friend request. And he has just absolutely put the actuator into the Hiroshima bomb. Okay, maybe maybe not that one. Maybe it's Tsar-Bomba because I'm mad.
Oh, a Tsar-Bomba reference.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm mad now, and I'm gonna be reading this stuff to you.
Tsar-Bomba.
He said, invite me on Twitter if he wants to talk. We are both being lied to
bomb look like
by Trisha.
But okay, no. Now, see, this is the problem.
This
is what bothers me, is that he wanted to take somebody's word on something without hearing both sides. And again, I respect the fact that he's angry. We are all entitled to our feelings. But he went to someone, or he allowed someone to get into his head without actually speaking to anyone. He could have reached out to anyone.
He wasn't paying enough, that's for sure.
And I can
too much damage. Bridges burned.
Exactly. And I cannot.
I was never looking to be friends.
What would you like me to transmit here? He might actually be in this damn stream.
I'm sure
I was never in this.
I cannot allow him to put all of the blame on Fast to key you up. You know, so the thing is, motherfucker, if I was a globalist, I would not have worked at Dollar General for over a damn decade.
There he is going on about the fact I called him a globalist.
And with you wanting to pull up the things from my past that caused me so much hurt, so much shame, and so much hatred, at a point at which I was finally getting past it, I have no respect for you. You are the scum of the goddamn earth.
Personally, I think I should launch the link to this into my Discord and tell you this is how you're getting in touch.
Now we're getting to the spicy part.
Roger that. Sorry about the loud keyboard.
It's ASMR. Some people will pay you for it.
This is gonna be a long.
Well, this is a Black Widow chroma, and I've got green switches in it. So because that's my autism thing. I need the tactile while I work.
Oh, thank you, Irish, for DMing me on Twitter.
He said, "Deity is not a globalist. I apologized. I'm done with him."
Yeah, exactly. I even said it there. Deity is not a globalist. I'd be down as a globalist. She's the one I was calling a globalist. And so much shit gets lost in fucking communication. That's why I hate doing text fucking communication. I really do. I'm gonna quickly try and catch up on all the different chats. Sorry, I haven't been able to keep up on it more, but like I said, I'm hearing all of this for the first time. I didn't want to hear it all and then watch it again because I really wanted to, because I know a lot of people, like I said, hadn't seen this, so I think we'd all just enjoy it together. Hello, Phil. Hello, Candy. All right, I think that's everyone. Sorry if I missed anybody.
Where do you stand? Where do you?
I feel like I have too big of a heart because I feel bad like for the situation.
I did. I had sympathy for him and what he's going through because, like I said, not too long ago, I went off my medication and I went off the fucking deep end. So I
never went off my medication.
But when you take it upon yourself to release private personal information, which, like I said, nothing to hide, but you invaded my privacy. When you drag up something that was so hurtful for me, I can't forgive that. I can't.
Well, I'm not saying I would forgive him like that. I feel like that's just crossing a line you don't cross. It's like I said, it's the freaking internet. Like, if you don't like someone, go do something else.
Well, what I just let's see.
Chaos.
I said that you have a choice, and he goes, invite me on Twitter if he wants to talk. We're both being lied to by Trisha. Deity is not a globalist. I apologized. I'm done with him. I said, get your cam ready. I'm gonna send you the link in a few seconds. Either come on or fuck off. And he said, I had no desire to make him stressed out. I admit I made a mistake. Yeah.
I was just trying to get them to put me on stream since they'd already invited me.
Because I want to put on my 18-inch strap on and let him
have it.
Get
off the pot.
I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. I apologize. I'm being disgusting, but I'm mad. Whoa. God, you're really gonna have to private this. Before
I let you speak, because I have you muted, I want you to fucking understand that YouTube shit is no reason.
Before we get too far, let me back up, because I actually want to let this be a free-flowing thing. Before we get too far into this, okay, I want it to be clear that I'm not mad about any of this. I don't want people going out there and harassing him over this. Okay, he didn't attack a mentally handicapped guy on Twitter. Oh god, the guy who posted that. Oh god. Give a shout out to him. That was funny. That made me laugh. Because I can laugh about things unlike certain other people. So, let's continue.
But when you take it upon yourself to release private personal information, which, like I said, nothing to hide, but you invaded my privacy. When you drag up something that was so hurtful for me, I can't forgive that. I can't.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Well, I'm not saying I would forgive him like that. I feel like that's just crossing a line you don't cross. It's like I said, it's the freaking internet. Like, if you don't like someone, go do something else.
Well, what I just let's see.
There we go. Let's do it.
Yeah. I want his ass in here.
Let's do it.
Because I
want my ass in here too. Let's do
this. I want to put on my 18-inch strap.
This is what the whole people in the chat are waiting for. Everyone's been waiting for this moment.
I apologize. I'm being disgusting, but I'm mad. God, you're really gonna have to private this. Before
I let you speak, because I have you muted, I want you to fucking understand that YouTube shit is no reason to bring up anything in my goddamn personal life. What you are is a motherfucking coward. What you are is someone who oversteps personal boundaries because of some petty shit. I hid you personal privacy, motherfucker. I don't know you from another goddamn person out on the fucking street. You have no right to invade my goddamn life, motherfucker. And I'm telling you that now. You are so goddamn lucky that I pity you for your mental health issues because I thought about calling the fucking law on you. You need help.
What law did I break? What totalitarian dictatorship you live in? I can send emails. I can email whoever I want.
I don't agree that he needs to I do agree that he needs at least therapy.
You don't get to decide. I'm just not going to take my medicine.
Going to therapy
and
without a
fucking
fight.
Fool. You don't get a pass for that, and I'm not going to give you a fucking pass. I'm done with it. I wanted to say what I had to say to you, but I want you to know that you were garbage. I have no sympathy for you. You don't get to bring up something that was traumatic and that was a horrible goddamn experience for me and use it as goddamn YouTube fodder for goddamn YouTube clicks, motherfucker. You don't get to do this, and I'm fucking done.
Hold on, someone. Any chance you could make Deity bigger? Theoretically, yes. Give me a second. Just hope I don't break everything in the process. There you go. Does that look better? You see him a little more clearly? All right, let's do it.
I couldn't let the motherfucker speak. You don't get to come invade my goddamn life. You don't get to do that.
Yeah, I hear the typing.
Well, he's like run like a bitch.
Like I said, Darth Vader recorded this. You hear respirator noises, the occasional typing. We can't talk about it because that would be ableist. Like I said, Darth Vader cannot help it.
Do you want me to block him, or do you want me to let him spew and read it to you?
He left his mic on
what he does.
Terrible.
I'm done with him. I didn't even want to hear it. There is no way you can rationalize overstepping a boundary and bringing up a traumatic experience for YouTube clicks. There's no goddamn way you can rationalize or reason that, and I'm not going to let it. That fucking YouTube schizophrenic that overstepped personal boundaries, I finally got him on, and I was going to have a conversation with him, but when I saw his smug fucking face, I couldn't help it. I blew the fuck up.
I have a
you don't get to invade my goddamn private life. Get to do it.
Okay, Deity, would you be willing to do a couple of minutes of mindfulness and see if we can bring the level down, because I'm extremely worried about you, and I'm also extremely worried about the optics of this. I don't want anything bad to happen as a result. You know, I'm afraid for you. I really am. I'm even a little bit afraid for YouTube Schizophrenic, because this is going to send him off the rails. Guarantee you that.
I'm off the rails.
That's the nature of the beast.
I will be here. I will be listening, but I am going to take a break.
Like I said, these people live in fear.
Might be a good idea.
Live in fear.
You know, I'll keep things going.
I just couldn't
sure
imagine
Jess
being in
will
that
keep things
mindset.
going.
Seeing someone make a couple videos out on the internet, and it just renders them so quivering little like, oh my god,
I have a lot of things to say.
I know, I'm sure you do.
I'm looking to my left just because I'm very
close
to
be a warning to
watching
people.
chat.
Anytime you try to make content on them, they are going to be
I'm doing my nails because my anxiety is going through the roof.
They're going to have to call the police on you.
Anxious,
apparently, they're going to be one of those content creators.
You know,
so God help us all.
I don't know how to tell the difference.
Yeah, I'm like a.
Speaking as far as that goes, if you would like to pursue legal action against me or things like that, good luck affording an international lawyer. I looked up the prices for that shit. That's ridiculous. You can't afford an international lawyer. I couldn't afford an international lawyer either, so. I'm not trying to shame you for being poor. We're all poor in this world.
Shit on a stick in July. Oh, by the way, I'm also writing a book that's called The Steel Hyena's Big Book of Recipes and Insults.
Speaking of books, she's apparently an author. You know, she's in the Navy. She's an author. She doesn't take shit. It's her catchphrases. Oh, bigger than just her catchphrase, actually. That's more of a tagline. Also, I might actually review her book. You see, I don't have the motivation to read most things. In fact, the only thing I seem to be able to do is you read The Art of War over and over and over again. Which, by the way, shout out to The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's a very relevant book, written by a Chinese general thousands of years ago. Now, I've read other books, but I just have no passion to read anything anymore. So, this might actually be my motivation to sit down and read a novel. Moving on.
Because I'm going to do sweary recipes in that one.
Typing.
Okay.
People who are messaging me real quick, I know you're doing it, but I cannot read it right now because I'm on my phone.
I've done nothing but burp in the stream and raise hell. I'm sorry if I got anybody anxious. I'm sorry if the fury that I unleash is an issue for people.
I think we all.
I agree.
I agree.
I could lead a couple of minutes of mindfulness. It's what I do at the VA.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see this escalate
I think I
into
come back
something
on,
way worse than it needs to be.
So this isn't the end.
I agree.
I'm coming back. Round 2.
I don't want anything hurting anyone else. I just
Deity,
don't.
breathe, please.
Terrible. Oh, Jesus Christ, bananas, this guy is typing. He said, I was told he lied about me and told me I supported a rapist, and I think we had a misunderstanding. He has it wrong. I want to end this, no more videos.
Come on the thing again. Let me back on and let me talk.
Okay, I mean, I don't know about Deity, but if
I don't know how much I was actually allowed to say. That's the reason I wanted to watch this. How much was I actually allowed to spew out?
First of all, he needs to understand why Deity was mad. Does he understand that? Like, fully understand why he's so angry?
Yeah, pardon the noise.
because I don't want to see another one. I don't want to see another outbreak on his end, because I feel like he's the one who crossed the line by bringing in his personal life.
Oh yeah, Holly, I'll hook you up with the video.
And if you're watching this YouTube Schizophrenic, please understand that you're not the only one that has some sort of mental illness. There are other people that do, and be careful. Well, so do I, but...
Oh, I know, the government poisons
we have to keep in mind...
I'm fully aware of what weaponized mental illness is.
I'm like rocking back and forth. I'm like stimming a little.
Oh. We have to understand that we all have triggers, and he's already set Deity off.
Yes.
He doesn't need to set you off. I've seen you mad.
Yeah, I turn into a thunder fist. And he says, I will apologize again and ask him questions.
Okay, Deity, do you feel comfortable with that?
We don't want to hurt you, Deity. We really, really love you.
Let's see where this shit fest goes.
Oh god! Oh my god! That is this a Disney movie? Wow, that was beautiful. What? Let's move on.
Hello, can I talk?
You sure?
Right, I will apologize for the Dollar General thing. I only brought that up because it was you who made it public in the first place. You doxed one of your managers. I'm sorry for that.
Oh my god, I got to say that
oh
my god, I got to say on the stream that he doxed one of his managers. Thank god, that was the main thing I wanted to get out on his stream. Just like his people, the new people do not know that. They act like, oh my god, I'm taking into his personal life. No, they need to understand that part. They don't get it. He's the one who brought all of this into the limelight live on stream. But he hides it all so no one knows. I'm so happy. I'm elated right now that I managed to get that out on his stream. Okay. My mood just improved dramatically. Let's continue.
Yes, I did bring it up because it was a traumatic experience for me, and that is what I am voicing. It was trauma for me to go
Holly,
through that every fucking day of my life.
That would be really fun.
And to see you bring it up for some petty internet shit, do you understand what type of damage that does to somebody? I don't think you do, because if you did and you gave a fuck, you wouldn't have done it.
Anything that touches real life is off limits.
I want to ask you a question real quick. When you banned me, did you then go on stream and claim I supported RSN, that I was a plant the whole time, that I supported a rapist? Because that's what I heard.
You didn't say that on stream.
Never once did I claim that you are a plant. I don't care about that. I said what you were doing, which was running back and forth between the two of us, and I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to be associated with it. I could tell right off the bat that you were problematic and that I didn't want you here, and that is my fucking choice.
Again, I don't know what he's talking about. Running back and forth, I mean, I consider it to be more like I was over here and I was just peeking over every once in a while, peeking over the fence every once in a while, more so than running back and forth. But, I mean, again, he's very dramatic. Very, very dramatic.
Okay. That's not the problem here. The problem is I thought you went on stream and slandered me. You hide all your live streams. So how the fuck am I supposed to know?
That's the best part.
It's in streams.
Okay, I went to college. I think we should keep it a mystery. That's the whole mystery.
That was it.
I have screenshots.
Yeah,
show me the screenshots.
What screenshots is he talking about?
Let's see if we can approach this level-headedly and from a position of honesty. You know, I mean, I know, and a part of this I apologize for, Skits. Yes, I fucked you over, but I did that.
How did you fuck me over? Everything I told her was shit I had already regurgitated publicly already. I don't understand where this whole narrative I was fucked over came from. Okay, I treat every conversation like I'm being recorded. That's just the way it goes. Okay? I don't know where she... What I think happened was she went in there with a motive to try and lure me out, to get me to admit to something that she could then run back to Deity for ass pats. And then she just didn't watch my videos, took anything she could and ran it off to him, who Deity is so uninformed, took it at face value. And that's why I think Heavy Down is a moderator now. It's actually kind of impressive how she wheeled her way in there. But when you go in there with a kind of a motive like that, you completely blindside yourself. You need to go into something like that. If you're going to con somebody like that, you need to go in with a open mind, but not with a clear motive like that clouding your judgment. You need to go in there completely blank to observe the situation for how it is, and you go in there half cocked with a pre-approved narrative in your head. You will fail every time, and that's the thing. Was what happened here is that she is still convinced that she somehow won, and that I've been fucked over in some way. I have no idea what she's talking about. Every message I sent her was shit I had said in my videos. Moving on.
Because I was scared to death that you were going to out something that would have some damn motherfucker showing up at Deity's house with a baseball bat. Not okay. What? Never okay.
Okay.
But shit like that has happened to me. I had a stalker show up. My mother was in chemotherapy. Show up, scare my sick mother. Dude is like 6 foot.
You make videos on YouTube, you gotta deal with the fact you don't get stalkers.
Hold on.
My advice is delete your channel if you don't want stalkers.
Hold on. Can I and YouTube Schizophrenic, I'm not trying to cause any problems with you.
Yeah.
I just want to ask.
She seems fair and level-headed, Jessica.
When you were in whoever's stream it was, whether it was Holly's or RSN's, why was it funny for you when she was making fun of
She's asking you the question. I like her.
It's terrible.
Okay. If someone had made a parody like that of me, I would have laughed. I have a different sense of humor than people, but I've never been hunted down by another content creator's moderators and then put on blast publicly like that, ever.
Okay, I don't know what moderator put you on blast. I don't.
It was Michelle D. Since her name and name.
Okay.
Oh my God.
My mole soul
now, hold
claim
on.
is Michelle D.
It was
either my mole,
if you just banned out
or
It was Trisha. It was Trisha, boy. The entire time,
this whole
kissing
thing's
my
a fucking
ass was
spider web thing.
Trisha.
If I don't do the spy game
Okay?
thing,
And you know what? She's also kissing your ass now.
about
And you know what?
everything.
I have a right to ban people that I deem to be problematic. You have proven that you are problematic. And if I want to voice my opinion on you, I will. I have no problem with you voicing your opinion on me. I have a problem with you breaking the law and digging into my private life.
Broke the law.
You can't
And what
reason with me to tell me
totalitarian
you didn't,
dictatorship
because
do you
that's
live
what you
in?
fucking did, boy. And people like you want me to have respect for you and your mental health issues and what you're going through. All this time, I'm supposed to tiptoe around you, but you have no recognition for what you were doing to other people. I never can respect that, and I can't.
It's a joke. I even
So
made a
that is
video
another reason why
talking
you were
about how I
hidden.
think it's a joke.
And I'm done with this. I've said my piece. I don't care about
people like this. They can't understand
I don't
you.
care about your questions. I don't care about you. I don't care about your fucking channel or your existence. I care about you, my life.
Hold on, I've tried to fight the muting at this point. I knew he was about to boot me.
I am done with that.
And if it happens, if it happens,
Okay.
I will be reporting you to whoever the fuck I need to report you to.
Again, all the authority you will report me to are already constantly stalking
If I have
me.
to, I will
I
report
encourage you to try
whoever
that.
I have to report you to.
If they had a problem, as I said, I would be gunned down along with my
I
dogs.
literally have screenshots of him bragging about that.
Yeah.
About getting in touch with people in our personal life. It's inherently fucking disgusting, and I hope that these people realize that.
I don't care about what the audience thinks at this point. I'm talking about
I
someone
haven't
who has
been paying
taken it
attention
upon
to what the
himself
audience
to
is
bring
saying.
up a stressful, traumatic event for me and to parade that around like a trophy. Like he has receipts and he's got prizes and he's got shit to just hand out to any fucking body. That's what I care about. You don't get to bring up something that is so hurtful and so devastating from my past and try to use it against me because I hid you. Because you are in their comments, in their streams, support fucking irreparable way. So all I want is for you to be gone. I don't want to see about anything about you. I don't want to hear anything about you. I want you gone. That's all I want. All I want.
Spay your
And
cats
for
with
the
this
bitch
money.
that gaslit you, Trisha, I hope you know the whole time she was sending me shit that you were saying too, boy.
I don't know. It just bothers
Again,
me
what was I
because
saying to
really
other
act
people
like
that was
him.
so
You don't have
like scandalous, that exposed me? Okay, I treat every conversation like I'm being recorded, like everything is gonna end up in court in some way. Okay, so I failed to see what I said that he's got these screenshots of so scandalous. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Is there a fake YouTube schizophrenic out there? Are the perps pretending to be me? If there is, hunt it down and let me know.
You don't. You can hate
But to
me.
put me in danger with something that was so traumatic, fuck you.
The issue for
Getting
me-
Okay,
fired from Dollar
he has a
General,
few other words
dramatic.
to say. Do you feel safe listening?
Yeah.
You
Hold
don't
on,
have
hold
to
on.
be fired
Maybe
from
down.
quite a few
Wait.
jobs.
Before you say,
Jesus
JP,
Christ.
finish what you were trying to say, please.
I was just gonna say, like, first of all, Jessica, I miss you. I
Where's
hope
the
I can
spinal
come back to
cord of
Twitter
society?
someday.
I miss you too.
And I love and appreciate you. You know that. Another thing is, like yesterday when I went to the store, like we have to go to these stores. They're the only stores in our area. And when I went in the store yesterday that he used to work at, they had me and my mom feeling unsafe. Like, what if they told? What if they done? Like, you're making us feel unsafe in our personal life. It's not right. That's all I'm
Look,
say.
let me be clear here. The email to Dollar General was something I did to piss him off, to get under his skin, to fuck with him. They never even got back to me. They were never going to get back to me. I just sent the email so that I could say it on the stream to just fuck with him. And plus, it was legitimately a valid avenue to go down, considering the fact he, did all that shit publicly. So, continuing on.
Thank you for saying that, JB.
Okay, are people ready? Does anybody else have something they want to share before I read this?
No.
After that, he said, that's fine. His mods were saying he smeared me publicly. That's all I care about. And I said, but you did to an extent and threatened to do worse. And he said, I made 4 videos. I never made 6 videos a day. I will be gone.
I never made 6 videos a day. Video after video after video after video. These people are insane. What in the world? Do these people not know how to, just type in the YouTube search? I've done the YouTube search. There's not that many videos, to be honest. I mean, and most of them are, just recent. So, by the time this thing was made, there could only have been maybe, 5 videos total from, I think 3 of them would have been from me. Okay. And then I think there was, 1 or 2 from some other people at the time. Where does he get his information?
Let's end the stupidity. I said, that's irrelevant. It only takes 1 bad video.
One bad video. My videos are fucking perfect. Thank you very much.
I did not know Trisha was doing this.
I'm insulted.
Should ever go to the extent that you did to invade my personal life and to create drama, pain, fighting, unsafe feelings, all of that in my personal life because of what one person tells you. One person who's upset because they were stepping on toes and were hitting in the same way you were. If you had stayed gone, this wouldn't have happened.
Fantastic.
All I want is for you to be gone. I don't care whose stream you're in, who you watch. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I just want you gone. You had no business overstepping boundaries and going into my personal life. All I want is you gone. That is it.
I would just like to feel safe in my own town again.
Yes.
Well, I would love that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not even kind of fair.
You're gonna care. You're gonna care. You're gonna care.
These people don't understand what I went through simply fucking living in this area as a gay man.
Veronica,
you have no idea what I went through or how much hurt and pain I had to live through every day to pay my fucking bills. And you have the nerve to pull that up for me? I want you gone.
Reedy.
He says, I once again apologize to Deity for the Dollar General thing. I was misled and this is my fault.
Pretty noticeable facial.
It definitely is. So why?
I want these people, I want him to acknowledge that he's in the wrong because I'm tired of people looking at us like we're absolutely crazy for this. We have the right to feel this way. We have been, our privacy has been fucking undermined. This is not right. I mean, I'm a pretty level-headed, peaceful person. If I'm saying it's wrong, it's fucking wrong. I don't get upset much.
You did that to yourselves.
I don't know. They seem to get upset an awful lot.
And I said, would you be willing to make a video with a sincere apology?
An apology from someone like that.
It doesn't something like horrible.
Yeah, nobody is
children
obligated to accept an apology ever. It's important to make the gesture. But if you don't choose to accept it, that is absolutely your prerogative and absolutely your choice. The apology was for the viewers more so than him. But I think it's important that he do this because it might kind of put a little water on the fires, as well as
spreading misinformation. Unlike certain other people who seem to spread a lot of misinformation.
To our family as a whole for making us feel unsafe going in the store. I should be able to go in here and buy a fucking bottle of water and a pack of chips. But I feel like it's going to hurt me because of you. It's ridiculous. And here's the thing.
Why would you feel unsafe going into the specific store?
I don't even like them sometimes. We argue.
You think the people at the store watching the videos?
It's like you brought our whole family safety into this, and I've never had a problem with you. I read your comments. I liked your presence. You know, I read your
I don't
comments
have a
out
problem with Jay.
loud. And then you have the nerve to like put
I
our
think she
whole
enables
family
him a lot.
at risk because you don't like Deity. That's not
Yeah, she
right.
read my comments. I think we had a good back and
Yeah,
forth.
online stuff should never
funny.
splash into
Made
real
everybody
life
laugh.
ever.
Exactly.
So I don't.
I mean, that
I don't have
affects
a
all
problem
of
with
us. It doesn't just affect him, it affects me. And I've never been anything but nice to you.
Yeah, it's very terrifying. I mean, my mom
And it's
took
not
her hours
fair.
to
Terrifying.
come.
So they admit they're afraid of me.
It's not fair that
Fantastic.
it's
I do
Like I
have
said,
all
you
the
can't be
messages
loved,
on
you
record,
should be
and I have
feared.
recordings of the videos. I have all of that.
Yeah.
But like I said, if I have to, I can and will utilize that law enforcement route. But like I said, I have no intention of talking about this individual again. If he is able to leave my
Okay,
personal
that's another
life,
thing. He proceeds to make snide remarks about. I think he posted something about how I've landed in France, and then oh, I meant to post that for my secret globalist Twitter account. You know, if you didn't hate me, I would accuse you of flirting with me. I think we're almost to the end here. Thankfully, I feel like I've been here for like 6 hours, and my throat feels like I've swallowed a cheese grater.
alone. These people, I don't know what it is, but they forget that a content creator is a human being. They also forget that there are personal boundaries. That exists. Just because I come online and I post a video does not mean that I'm supposed to hold your hand and baby you and make sure everything's okay. I have my own emotions. I have my own trauma. I have my own experiences. And for that to be drug up and used as
I want you
fodder
to come at me.
for a
I want you to
YouTube
get,
war,
not
is
like,
sickening.
Not like
That
you
is
know,
something I can't
rooting me
have.
while you do it. That would be
I
nice.
can't.
Come at me
And I'm
full
not
force.
there. But I
Bare
will
your
forgive you,
fangs.
and I will
Spit
leave
some
you alone
poison.
if you leave me alone.
That's content.
Maybe
It's
scratching
riveting
my
content.
armpit. Anyway,
Riveting.
there are
A lot
bigger
more. I
things
bet
that
this stream
people
is a lot
could be
more interesting than what
discussing that are
he's doing
actually
right now.
important, and
I'm
that's
just
like
gonna
Onision.
just gonna
You know what I
speculate
mean?
on that. So if
Doomsday
anything,
clock
I'm
is
good for
100
business. He needs to bring me back
seconds.
on.
It's never been that bad before.
No
I wish it
moderators
would go
this
ahead and
time.
pop off and end.
Mono y mono.
Just to be real.
Ooh,
Be an adult.
what's up?
Okay, so anyways, my point is that there are plenty of things that we could be discussing on YouTube that doesn't need to attack, you know, your personal life. You're not a monster.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
you
know
know,
a lot of people are
Onision
probably
is.
sleeping right now. My time zone's like totally different from a lot of people's. I don't even know where most of my audience is. So I definitely need to find a way to stream at different times, better times. But a lot of times during the days, my dogs are all awake.
And you're not hurting people. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you've become a topic when you didn't need to be a topic, just because.
So desperate to paint him in the same light as Onision when there's nothing out there because he doesn't do anything. He stays at home all the time. That they are willing to dig that deep. Like,
I stay at home all the time because I already have to worry about my safety because of the fact
Oh
that
my
I'm
god,
gay and
people
live
commit
in this area.
suicide over parody.
The fact that it was
videos.
made 10 times worse by this
Oh my
situation is
God.
unforgivable, like I said. However,
Yeah, there was a
I
time
will leave
and
it,
a
I will
place
drop it,
where I
and
would
I
have
will not
responded to
mention it
something like that by
until I
saying
have to
that
the
that's
appropriate
natural
authority.
selection.
Roger.
But thankfully, I'm a lot nicer now.
Okay,
And
let's
have
hope
that doesn't
at least
happen.
tried to
change the
become
subject. What do you
a
guys
lot
say?
more of a
I'm
fair and balanced person. Oh, it looks like it's over. That was an abrupt ending. Well, alrighty, everybody. It does look as though this is the end. Oh, look, speaking of the devil, Darth Vader. So, unless there is anything else that we'd like to discuss real quick, I'm probably gonna wrap this up, as I said. Throat cheese grater. Oh yeah, that's never going to happen. He's never going to accept any kind of critique or anything like that. Whew. You know, it's freezing in this house, and yet I am sweating from dealing with all of that. So, unless there's anything else that needs to be discussed, I have a lot to go do. How long have we been live? I'm very curious. 2 hours and 3 minutes. That's not as long as I thought. I was expecting 3.5 hours. Wow. Let me catch up on chat here. Oh. Oh, I don't think he's like a cult leader or anything. I see some people saying that. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think he could be a cult leader. I think he's just a lolcow like Amberlyn Reed, where you know, they get like a following, they lure them in with like on the surface appearing one way, and then once you really dig into the rabbit hole, it turns out that they're just like a living parody of a person, like people that you don't think actually exist but do. All right, well, yeah, definitely DM me, Holly. Yeah. Well, in intensive purposes, I like to leave my stuff up. And honestly, if you leave a hate comment, like a really funny hate comment that makes me laugh, I usually love it and leave it up. Now, I have noticed that some people either edit and delete their comments or something like that. I don't delete any comments unless it's like something like a spam or someone trying to boost their own channel in my thing. Like someone tried to do that once. I was like, hey, that's not cool. You don't do that. That breaks YouTube etiquette. But a lot of those that do that are spam bots as well, I've noticed. Because they usually leave like a generic comment on multiple videos, like it's the same comment, copy and pasted. So I don't remove comments. So I don't know if like some of those people are leaving hate comments and then deleting them after I loved them. I don't know. I wish that I could like preserve them in some way. I don't like it when people do that. It's like erasing internet history. I'm like an internet historian. I like to leave that stuff up forever. I think all internet videos should be archived forever. So. Oh yeah, he produces a lot of milk. I think that he is a very, very, very effective little cow. So. Oh, I'm sure this will make his blood pressure go up. Yeah. But we shall see. Ugh. But alright, guys. Thank you all for joining me. I'm sure that the milk from just this video, or maybe he will follow through with not mentioning me. We'll see. But I think the milk fallout from this video will be great. Although I'll have to be fed it by somebody else because he will hide it and not allow me to actually see it. And I'm not going to waste my time while I'm out there doing other shit, trying to do other shit to listen to his live streams. So I'm in a tough spot myself. He's like a lolcow that you've got to pay money to see. And while he is almost on that level where you should pay money to see him, I don't pay money for things on the internet. I just don't trust online transactions generally. It's just the way I am. So, thank you all for joining me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as is tradition. And I will see you all next time.